Hello and welcome. This is Dr. Andy Rosenfarb with a tutorial on how to use our new 2.0 ACS 3000. Now, the 1.0 version was fantastic. The 2.0 version is even better. We've made some really amazing upgrades for the 2.0 version. First is that it is no battery. We have USB charging. The second is that we have a nice bright screen to help seeing a little bit better. The third is it's voice activated.
20 minutes, 30 minutes.
So that's going to help people as well. We also have increased the intensity. So the first version, the intensity only went up to 1,000 microamps. Now this new version goes up to 1,250 and 1,500 microamps. So a little bit more compact design. Very excited about it. Now here's how you use it. I want to give you guys a little bit of a tutorial. So let's start that. So you've received your unit, and now how do we put it together? So we have our ACS unit, right? Unboxed. The first thing we want to do is go through your manual, right? Make sure this came with it, and you're going to read through that, make sure you understand everything. You're also going to be receiving instructions that are printed out for you, so you will have that. So the first thing we want you to do is to take the UBS cord that comes with this. You're going to plug the USB cord into the port right here, if I can get it in, right? So it's going to be plugged in like that. The back end is just a typical USB port, and you're going to plug that into USB charger, charge up your ACS device. Now, what's going to happen is you're going to see 3 bars. There are 3 bars at the top. That's going to indicate you're at full charge. So that's the first thing. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to get our case. This is our protective case. So we want to take our case and we want to put the device in the case, right? So we have the port here and the opening here. We want to make sure that goes in the right way like this. And you may have to kind of maneuver it a little bit, but it fits really nice like this, right? So in case you drop it or it bumps, this is going to help protect your investment here. So once this is in, the next thing we want to do is we want to attach our lead wires, okay? So our lead wires are attached through this. We're going to start, again, we have this opening here, this port, and we're going to take this and plug it in there. Now on the back end, we have our positive and negative pins, okay? We're going to take our 2 gray discs that you receive with your pack, and we're going to push them all the way in. Make sure they're all the way in. Same with this. If it's halfway out, it may not work. So you want to make sure these are inserted all the way to make sure see how they're all the way in there? Really important. Okay. Now you're almost done with your setup here. Again, it's very easy. So we have the bumper on, we have your lead attached, we have our gray discs, our pods, and then finally we're going to add, the final stage of our setup is going to add our sponges, right? We simply insert the sponges inside the disc pods, and they're going to be dry. And just like that. So now we have our dry pods in there, and now we can turn on our device. So in the center here, we're going to press this button, which powers up our device like that, right? We want to select time if you're going to do 10 minutes, 20 minutes,
30 minutes,
or 30 minutes. Lets you know. Okay, so once you select it, your setting, we know we're going to do 30 minutes or 20 minutes. The output starts with a 250 intensity. So that's where it's going to start. So the next move is to take saline solution. You can also use distilled water. Do not use tap water because it has minerals. The saline is fine. Distilled water, spring water is fine. What we're going to do is take the saline and saturate the pads, right? You don't need too much, just to get it nice and wet. We want this pretty wet, and the reason is because we need sufficient skin contact, okay? So we have that. Now we have our band, okay? So what we're gonna do is, if we're not used to using this, or haven't used it before, we're gonna stay at 250, All right, so let me show you what we're gonna do now. Hi. So take my glasses off. I'm gonna take my headband, right? Put the headband on, and I'm going to put the pads under here, and I'm going to, they're dripping. And we're going to put the pads here. They will drip a little bit. You can keep a towel or a rag or something like that. And we're going to place them down over eyes and keep your, what I do is I like to keep my thumb on the setting, and it'll tell you how high you're going. And the idea is you want to make sure you feel a little tickle. If you have early stage eye issues, you may even see a little bit of a flash. So we're going to put these down over our eyes, and we're going to turn
500, 750.
Now I feel a little tickle. It's 750. If you need to go lower, stay where you feel it. More is not better. So I'm going to stay there. Then I'm going to hit start.
Start.
And that's it. After 30 minutes or 20 minutes or 10 minutes, however you're using it, your device will go off. And then if you are interrupted, you can also turn your device off manually like that. So that is the setup for your ACS 3000 2.0 version. So a couple of things I want to discuss with you guys. So the first is skin contact. You may have problems. This device will turn off automatically after 2 minutes if there is insufficient skin contact. So what that means is you may need to move the pads around a little bit, okay? Just to make sure the pads are wet enough as well. Alternative placements. If you have a retinal detachment or some condition that is only affecting one eye, it's fine to do one eye treatment. You're either going to do your forehead in your eye or your temple in your eye. Again, you use your band, you want to hold it, however you want to do it is fine. So those are your alternative placements for one side. Now, some people are pretty sensitive. They don't like the sensation over their eyes. Maybe they're irritated or something like that. You can move them to the temples or over the head. In my experience, that's not as effective. But if the over the eyes isn't working for you, then consider doing that route. The other thing I want to say, some people even find the sponges a little irritating. And if that's the case, you can use cosmetic cotton rounds, the saline or the water, which will work as well. Finally, the gray discs, saline will degenerate them a little bit. So if you find that your ACS suddenly stops working, 9 out of 10 times you need to replace the disc pods. So you can either call our office or you can go to our website, Eye Health Institute, and purchase replacement discs, replacement sponges, and replacement leads. Now with your purchase, you're going to get a set of all these. You're going to get some extra sponges, you're going to get some extra leads, and you're going to get some extra the pod discs. So if you have any questions about your ACS 3000 version 2.0, please reach out to us with any questions you have. Very, very excited about these upgrades. And I want to congratulate you and really take a moment just to show my appreciation for you, not only for just purchasing the ACS and investing in your vision, but also doing what most people won't do and make an investment in yourself for your vision. So Dr. Andy Rosenfarb here. Your vision is our mission. We'll see you soon. Take care.